Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will try and teach you how to make wool dreads, like the ones I'm wearing right now or the ones I have right here. I have finally my own full dread set, so I'm super happy. It is really easy to make them, but it can be really time consuming and it can actually hurt your hands badly, like make you blisters or stuff like that. But the process of making a wool dread is really easy. You will need the wool. I use merino wool. I mean, it is just easiest to find here, and also it works really well. It is soft and nice and it has a bunch of colors, so you will need that. This dread set is made from like 200 grams and something, maybe 250 grams. As you can see, I used multiple colors, but we will get to it. Next thing you will need is some bowl or whatever, but it must be able to handle boiling water, because boiling water is another thing you will need. The third and very important thing you will need is soap. Most people use olive soap, but it is really hard to find in our country for some reason, so I tried and used like washing soap, like the soap that is used for washing clothes, and it works really well too, but I recommend using olive soap. It has to be like natural olive soap, not olive scented soap, if you get me. Then you will need maybe some knife or whatever to cut the soap with. You will see why. And then you will need a towel and preferably like, I don't know how it is called, like sushi mat. You will see, I have filmed a video of me making the dreads, but I know that sushi kits come with this mat. So, I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but it makes the process of making dread much easier. You can perfectly do it just without a towel, but it hurts your hands and it takes longer. So I advise you to get that sushi mat also. So now, what do we do with this? Well, you put boiling water in your bowl. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you do it before you put water in the bowl or after you put the water in the bowl, but you want to cut the soap. I mean, you could put a whole chunk in it, but you want it to dissolve, so you cut the soap to the hot water or to the bowl where you will put, or to the bowl where you will put the hot water, and you will mix it until it's dissolved. You ask me about ratio, I don't know, I just eyeball it honestly. I want the water to be like colored with the soap, so I don't know, I just put the soap in until the water is like colored and it seems like it's enough. When it's dissolved, you will take the part of the dread. The thickness depends on how thick you want the dreads. For dreads like this, you can see how thick is the wool part. I usually like to part my wool. Beforehand and make the dreads like after, but it's completely up to you. You can part the wool as you go. The length and also the thickness is for double-ended dreads. I prefer to make double-ended dreads. I tried to make single-ended dreads, but I didn't master the loop yet, but yeah, for double-ended dreads it's really easy. So you take your part of the wool and then you dump it in the water. You don't want the dread to be like soaking wet. You want it to be like just wet. As you can see, I don't know if it's visible on the footage, but I don't dump like the whole thing in, I put just a little bit, and preferably if the water is not too hot, I will squeeze the water out, then put it on my sushi mat thingy, whatever, and I will roll it, and roll it, and roll it, basically. As the process flows, I will check on the thread, and I'm showing also in the footage that the wool can't part itself, it must hold stiff. If the wool will part itself, that means when your threads dry down, they won't hold together well, because, well, you are basically felting the wool, and it's a natural process which basically glues the strands of wool together. And yeah, if your wool is parting, it won't hold together, or it will look like this, and it will be coming off basically. So you want your wool to be really stiff, as I believe I'm showing in the footage again. So now to the specials. Besides normal threads, you can also make braided threads like this one. It is super easy. You just take the colors you want and you will make just a simple ordinary braid out of them. You must be really careful because the wool tends to separate, so you must be super careful when braiding, but it's nothing to it. I mean, it's not that hard, it's not hard at all basically, but you just have to be careful. You can't pull it too much and stuff like that. Don't tighten it too much, but don't make it too loose, because as you can see, the thread will be kind of thin anyways. So I'm showing you also the braid before felting, so yeah, if you want this thin thread, try to keep it in that thickness, and if you want thicker, of course, you can make it thicker. You can do whatever you want. And the process is basically the same as felting of normal thread. It may be a little bit easier for me, I don't know. You can also do like these blends. You just put like 2 strands of color together and just roll them together, and it will look like this. I mean, like, options are endless, so you can do basically whatever you want. But as I said, these threads took me like 3 days. I should be like 30 plus threads, and it took me like 3 days. So yeah, it is just time consuming, but it is really worth it. Also, if you are too lazy to make the threads, or you just don't have time to, you can drop me a message on Instagram and we will work something out. When I reopen my webshop, I also plan to put threads in it, but it's a little bit tricky because the threads will be only made to order, because obviously I can't afford to buy like 1 kilo of wool and then make threads from it. Also, I can make various colors and also various lengths and thicknesses. But if you're interested in a thread, I will put a link to my Instagram down below, and if you are interested, you can message me and we can work something out. I'm thinking about like 3 euros for long double-ended thread and 2 euros for shorter double-ended thread, like the thread to here, for example. And if you would be interested in whole set like this, I will of course do something with the price, because this is like 30 plus threads, you know. But if you would be interested in a whole set, I will adjust the price, of course, so it's not that expensive. But if you would like to try it with like 5 threads or so, because right now I have, for example, only 4 threads installed and I can make hairstyles with it. So if you would like to only try, I am offering 3 euros for 1 long double-ended thread and 2 euros for shorter one, maybe like this if you have short hair. It is really cute also if you have just shoulder dread. If you are interested, go ahead and message me and we will work something out. We will work out the color and also like the process and of course the price, because I don't want my dreads to be super expensive, because that's the main reason why I started to make dreads, because mostly they were really expensive for me, so I looked into it myself. So yeah, hopefully you learned something new in the tutorial. I will link my Instagram down below. As always, you can find me there. I'm most active on my Instagram, so you will find me there. If you like this video and you would like more DIYs, maybe like the dread hairstyles or I don't know, just other DIYs of some sort, give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, comment down below. I will try and answer them the best I can, and hopefully I will see you in my next video on the next Friday. Bye bye!